Hey there folks, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing the MAFEX Dark Knight Trilogy version 3 of the Batman. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, so starting right off the bat, here's the box, the Dark Knight Trilogy MAFEX Batman version 3. It's very in line from what we normally see from MAFEX, and it also is very it's very much the same as what we see in this line, so that's pretty cool. I have a few of the figures in this line. I used to have the version 1 Batman, and currently I have the version 2 of the Joker and the Bane as well, so that's pretty cool. Moving out off to the side, we have a few accessories over here. Here is the Batarang holding hands, which are very nice. You could also probably use these to hold some of Joker's cards or anything like that if you have that figure as well. You get a set of Bat Pod gripping hands, which you can also use these as Batarang holding hands if you want. You can kind of slide that in there between the fingers and then the thumb, like so. Or you could have it so it's just up between the fingers up here. So some versatility. Here we get some more relaxed hands. So you can see that right there. Very nice, very accurate to the movie, which is pretty cool. Relaxed hands. You get a pair of more tighter form gripping hands, which I believe these are for the sticky bomb gun. So that's nice. And then you get a looser set for the EMP gun. I'm sure that you can interchange them if you want, but I believe that's the way that it goes. Here's the MP. Very nice. Not a whole lot of crazy detail. Nothing moves or anything like that. You can see you got your little translucent section in there. Not bad. And then here's the EMP. This is very cool. I like this. Whole lot of detail in there. Again, no moving parts or anything like that. And then here's your Batarangs, which you do get 3 of these. Very small little suckers. I dropped them twice while setting up for this video, so be careful of that. Again, you get 3 of them. So let's move those out of the way. And then you get 2 head sculpts, well 3. You also get your gripping hands and then the grapnel gun, which I'll get to in a moment. And here's a little dusty. But here you got the sonar head. Not bad. I like this head because it kind of gives him the white eyes look. And now they're a little bit bigger than what the white eyes would be in the comics, but if you tilt his head down, you can take some really cool pictures with these kind of eyes. Have him looking a little bit more angry like that one. Get some nice white-eyed Batman action, so I like that. And then this kind of more growling head, which I also like this too, and for pictures, very nice. And then he comes with a pair of fisted hands, and then this kind of very well done, just kind of neutral head, which I like. And then also you get a grapnel gun right here, which is very cool. It would have been nice to see him use this a lot more in the Dark Knight Trilogy. I can only recall him using it twice to catch Joker in the Dark Knight when he's falling, and then also he uses it in Batman Begins when he's on fire. So, but those are the only 2 scenes where I can really recall him using it. But here you can see he's looking pretty darn good. Get this box out of the way. Just him standing straight up and down. Not too bad at all. I have, admittedly, I have taken this cape off, so this isn't completely stock. I put a drape cape on it not too long ago, and you can actually remove this, which is a function of the figure, so you can get it. If you get one of the other figures, I think it's the Bruce Wayne. If you get that figure, then you get this without the cape on it, because the cape is attached to that. That way you can do the kind of the backpack look from the Dark Knight. I thought that was really cool, but I wouldn't necessarily use it for that. I thought it would be cool to kind of have the wired cape attached to one, then interchange it, and have the drape cape attached to the other. That way you don't have to constantly... you can change out capes, but have it a little bit more a little bit more simplistic in terms of having to interchange it like permanently every time, like gluing it down and stuff like that. You could also get a third Bruce or a second Bruce Wayne if you wanted to, and then you can have the actual backpack look, but I don't really want to buy a whole Bruce Wayne figure just for that piece anyway. I mean, I would like to have the Bruce Wayne, but you get what I'm trying to say. The whole incentive of just this piece isn't very much. It does come with more than that. That's pretty cool, but let's stay on topic with this figure. But yeah, the wire's pretty good. It's not bad. I think wires are pretty fun to mess with, but sometimes they get a little bit obnoxious. And this figure is a little bit obnoxious in the sense that, I don't know if that's on everybody's, but his ankles are a little bit weak on mine, so whenever I'm messing with the cape, it's always just a little bit. He's not too bad where he can't stand on his own, but it gets to the point where sometimes if I'm messing with the cape, then he'll kind of rock over. But the cape's not bad. I like it. It's a nice length. It's a nice fan, or whichever you'd call this, span. His wingspan's not too bad. So I like that. And then of course you can get it over the shoulders or anything like that. And there you can see he just kind of toppled over. But he's definitely looking pretty good. I like all the gunmetal accents that are on the figure. That's definitely accurate, nice to see. Although in the movie these are all sections that are covered in translucent kind of plastic. In the movie I doubt it's supposed to be plastic, but the actual suit is kind of like a translucent kind of rubber or plastic, something like that. Obviously it would be kind of hard to replicate it at this small scale, but he does have that kind of more gunmetal color underneath it, which I do like. It's also on the legs here. It kind of gives a little nod to the black and gray look that Batman's known for in the comics, obviously. Although I would really love to see a Batman suit adopt the blue and gray. And with the big long ears. We haven't really seen a Batman with really long ears. Keaton comes close, but even longer than that would be really, really cool to see in the future, at least in my opinion. You can see here he's got the little detailing of the double blades, which is very nice. Everything on this guy's sculpted very nicely. Of course, this is their third attempt, so. But this figure uses a completely different body than the other two. I believe the first two are very similar in body types, but this one's completely resculpted. And it's looking very good. However, I do think that there's a bit of an issue with the proportions. Something about the arms and the way the arms come down that seem very flat to me. I don't know what it is. And his body, his overall torso is a little bit kind of cylinder-like. So there's something off here that I'm not able to quite put my finger on, but it looks a little bit unnatural, or it's not natural looking. And then these shoulder pads are a little bit big. If you go over to OT Customs on Instagram, then he offers some shoulder pads for this guy that look pretty good, so that's pretty cool. I think he offers some more accessories, and he's also offering stuff for the MAFEX, or the the McFarlane, the Batman figure, the Rob Pattinson Batman figure. He offers some different stuff for that, so that's pretty cool. But I really like this figure. It was something that I wanted to get my hands on for quite some time, and it was, you know, almost over $300 on eBay for the longest time. And then one night I seen it just on Big Bad Toy Store again, out of nowhere. So that's where I picked it up from, along with the Joker. The Joker was pretty expensive as well. But moving into the articulation, this guy definitely reigns supreme. He's looking pretty good. He's got a neck and head combination for the upper head articulation, so he can move back this far, move down. His chin gets in the way, but if you kind of adjust it like that, get him looking down that far, and you get, of course, your side to sides, and you can do a rotation at the neck, and then for some nice head pivot action, get that. The arms move up about that far. They would move up further without that shoulder pad there, of course. You get full rotation. The actual shoulder pads themselves have a hinge. You get a bicep swivel. You also get some like butterfly movement, some rotation in there. So that's nice. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. And then, of course, you got your wrist move side to side, forward and back, any really direction you want because it's a ball joint. Your torso in conjunction with your waist and your diaphragm joint, you can get the torso moving this far to the side. You get it moving, crunching forward this much, crunching back that much. Of course, you get swivel at the top and bottom, so not bad. You also get these drop down hips, which, oh, just popped out. I think that's the first time this figure's legs have popped out. His legs move out that far, move forward that far, and go back a little bit. Thigh swivel, thicep. Double jointed knees, very nice. And then he's got the ankle rotation. You go down and up, ankle pivot, and then some toe articulation. Very, very sharp. So this guy's definitely got some good articulation. I would say that it would be nice if he could have his legs come out just a little bit more, and then maybe some a little bit better torso articulation. But this guy's not bad at all. I would prefer leg, a little bit better range of motion in the legs over anything else. But without a doubt, this guy's definitely pretty good, and I'm glad to have him in the collection. I've had him for about a year now, but for a while there I was just trying to get my hands on him for a long time, so definitely glad to have him along with Joker and Bane in the collection. Get him standing up here. Alright, so here he is compared to the Dark Knight Trilogy Bane. His legs are extended. I know that Tom Hardy is on the shorter side when it comes to Christian Bale, but I'd like there to be a little bit closer in height, so I do extend his legs. And then here he is compared to the version 2 of the Heath Ledger Joker. Oh. And the Joker is obviously a little bit hunched forward, so, but the Batman definitely runs taller than both of them. I actually think that his legs might be pulled down a little bit too. That way I could get this kind of more close look is how I have him on the shelf. So his legs are extended as well, so keep that in mind. You push them down a little bit. Let's see how they stand together. So definitely not too shabby. Definitely like how those guys look. And this is moving out of frame. Apologize for that. Here he is compared to the No Way Home upgraded suit Spider-Man. Not too shabby there, like that. Here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Avengers Endgame Mark 85 Iron Man. And then here he is compared to my custom unused Civil War suit Marvel Legends Spider-Man. So there you can see that. He's definitely in a pretty good size. I would show you some more size comparisons, but I don't have a whole lot of figures on hand right now, so I just grabbed a few that I thought would work. Obviously, the ones that are in his own line, and then maybe some Marvel figures. So, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, maybe hit that notification bell. All of that would be greatly appreciated. And of course, until next time, true believers.